Hey guys, hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I am standing here in my kitchen and I'm having my phone camera propped up over my kitchen sink right now because I had a brilliant idea of making a holiday video. So the topic I came up with is pain. I know, such a cheerful, appropriate topic for the holiday season, but please bear with me. What I want to talk about is a different way to look at pain. None of us likes pain. We want to get away from pain as quickly as possible. And most of us have the underlying assumption that when there is physical pain, that means something bad is happening. But instead of looking at things that way, today I want to present you a different perspective. That is, pain is actually information. That in itself is neither good or bad. When you are experiencing pain, oftentimes that is when your body wants to send you a message about something that you may not have been consciously aware of up till that point. Very simple example, if you stick your finger into a burning flame, you will immediately experience pain, and that is your body's way of telling you to get the hell out of here as quickly as possible. But most time, that information that your body wants you to know is not that dramatic or obvious. And the next question is naturally, what exactly does your body want you to know? Well, the answer to that question is very simple. If you want to know that information, just ask your body. Now, if this sounds overly simplified, it's actually not. I'll give you an example. A few months ago, I was experiencing excruciating neck pain and shoulder pain, and that went on for quite a few weeks, to the degree that whenever I sit down, I had to prop up my neck on a pillow or something, otherwise I just could not stand sitting. I went to a physical therapist twice a week, and that helped alleviate the pain, but I was so puzzled I couldn't figure out what was going on. And when I asked my therapist, and she would be like, oh, you sit at a desk for too long, you shouldn't work so hard, you have bad posture, all quite reasonable explanations. I know my posture wasn't perfect, but I had bad posture all my life. It didn't start just for that particular week. So there was something going on, but I couldn't figure it out. So one day, on my way back from my therapist's office, I just sat down and I asked my body, and I said, neck, what is your truth? What do you want me to know? Is there anything you want to tell me? So I sat down and I sat quietly, and I tried to become part of the pain. I became part of my neck that was experiencing the pain. It sounds kind of strange. My neck is already part of me. How do I become my neck? A better way to describe it would be I shifted my focus to that part of my neck, and I immersed myself in the center of that pain instead of running away from it. So I just sat there quietly in that state for a while, and then I got this information. My neck basically said, I am so exhausted. I have been handling so much stress for you over the past month. A little background here. So a few months ago, I quit my job, and in order to focus more on my other creative activities. And that has been a huge change in my life because I literally abandoned my old life and started everything from scratch. So on one hand, that was a very, very exciting time. Every day I woke up feeling so excited to explore and to learn and to do all these creative things. But on the other hand, more on a subconscious level that I didn't realize at the time was that there was a part of me that was processing all the stress related to financial independence and survival and the uncertainties about the future, of course. And all of that was stressful to a part of me that I wasn't consciously processing, but apparently my neck was processing that for me. So when I heard that from my neck, I was totally surprised because that amount of stress that my body was conveying at the time was totally beyond anything I was consciously aware of. So I said, I am so sorry, and I was sincerely sorry. And I apologized for not paying, for having not paid more attention to what my body was going through. And I said, is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything I can do to make you feel better? And then my neck said, I said it's my neck, but it's really a part of my subconscious. And it said, I want to go back to our old life. Our old life was stable and we were happy. Why are you making all these changes? Why do you have to drag us through all this traumatic turmoil? Why can't we just live the old way? Your relationship with your body is just like any relationship. It's just like a relationship you have with another person. And even if sometimes the two people want different things, the first step for resolving any conflict is to hear each other out. The communication between you and your body involves the same thing. So I told my body that we are not going back to our old life. However, is there anything else I can do for you to make you feel better? And at that point, my neck said, that's not what I mean. I know we are not going back to our old life. I know that's not the right way to go. However, you are marching forward a little bit too fast here. I feel neglected and I feel not respected. Is it possible for you to spend more time with me on a daily basis? And I said, oh, thank you for suggesting that. That is something I can do, yes. I'm sorry I've been neglecting you. And from now on, I promise I'll sit down with you and I'll spend quiet time with you, just the two of us. Now, after I had this conversation with my neck, or a different aspect of my psyche, in 20 minutes, 90% of my neck pain disappeared. Now, I'm telling you this is not because I want you to not seek medical help whenever you're experiencing pain. My point is, again, pain is neither good or bad. It is, however, information. And if your first response to pain is to try to avoid it and to medicate it, then you literally cut down that channel of communication between you and your body. And oftentimes, that is important information that you need to know in order to live a better life. And what I want to suggest to you is communicate before you medicate. And I've written down a 4-step process that you can follow to communicate better with your body. It's in the comment section below this video, or if you are watching this on my blog, it will be in the written part of the blog post. That's all for today. See you next time.